Hello and welcome to Don't Call Me Martha. Let's frost our cake.
Today we're making frosting for the cake we made yesterday. Start out with 6 tablespoons of butter, about a quarter cup of milk, and up to a pound of powdered sugar, and 1½ teaspoons of vanilla. Start by creaming the butter to make it real soft and fluffy. After butter's real hard because it was in the fridge, you can put it in the microwave for about 10 seconds and that'll soften it up enough that you can make it nice and soft and creamy. Then add about half your sugar, and that a pound of sugar is about 4 cups. So we add about 2 cups of powdered sugar, 1, 2, and it doesn't have to be exact because you can add a little more milk or a little more sugar if you need to. And blend that in. Start slow so you don't get powdered sugar all over your kitchen. You can see the butter's kind of chunked up into tiny little chunks. Then you add part of your milk. Now don't pour it all in because you never know exactly how much you're going to need. It depends on the humidity where you live and that sort of thing. So pour about half of it in and mix again. At this point we can pour in the vanilla.
All of it?
Yep, all of it. And then, ooh, that smells good. And then 2 more cups of sugar. We'll add them one at a time with some milk. Just one at a time. And a second cup of flour or sugar. Oops, you got some frosting on there.
Gypsy.
And a little bit more milk. And I'm going to put in the last of the milk and scrape the sides. Until it's about the right consistency for spreading. Now my son wants to have a red cake with a white top, so we're going to add some red food coloring to part of this. Not all of it because he wants some of it to be white. So I'm going to scrape out a little bit of the frosting so we have some white. And then we're going to add some red food coloring to the rest of it. Now, we don't eat anything with artificial colors in our house, so we're using natural food coloring. It means the colors aren't quite as bright, but they're still real pretty. I'm using, it's called India Tree, natural decorating colors, and the red is actually made from beets, but don't worry, you can't taste the beets. But it will take quite a bit of red to give it a red color. And we might just have to live with pink. Now, the kind of cool thing about this is if you color it the day before, it actually gets a little darker while it sits in the refrigerator. It's good. Now, if he was a girl, I'd leave it with that, but let's see how red we can make it. Might have to add more powdered sugar to thicken it up again. Okay, now that we have all the crumbs sealed in, we can put a thicker layer of frosting on to cover up the chocolate color. Now when you're done with your cake, if you want to put plastic wrap on it, you can protect the cake by putting some broken off toothpicks in here to hold the plastic up off the frosting.